Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Those were the words of President John F. Kennedy on January 20th, 1961. My grandmother always said that those words were from college papers she'd written. I repeatedly heard about that from a young age and thought it was great that she took part in history. My grandmother, Patricia Freeman, was the head of our family. She was welcomed into the Lord's kingdom on June 19th. She had 10 children, which multiplied into 33 grandchildren, 35 great-grandchildren, and 5 great-great-grandchildren. She had an associate degree in the Library of Science and was a librarian for many years. First, I'd like to talk about her faith. I was raised by my grandmother, and she believed that faith in God solves everything. She was religious about recognizing everyone's birthday, and as a Christian, she was a firm believer in Jesus Christ. She didn't believe in the Christmas or Easter holidays, so the only time we got together as a family was Thanksgiving. She didn't allow anyone to watch TV or play games from Friday night until Saturday night because this was the Sabbath day. She watched TV all day long, but it was okay because it was televised church programs. If she didn't feel up to going to church, then we had forced Bible study in her living room, and it wasn't easy to read Bible words aloud as an 8-year-old. I remember that anyone who ignored her was called a heathen or the N-word, and she always denied calling anyone the N-word. I would have wished that I had recorded it, but no one had phones when I was growing up. Next, I will tell you about how my grandmother treated strangers. I was in the living room with my grandmother when she accepted a collect call from a stranger who was in prison. She spoke to him as if he were in our family and read scriptures of the Bible to him. The length of the time she spoke to him must have cost more than $30. She spoke to him on several more occasions, and I couldn't understand why. She told me that she spoke to him because of the Bible verse, Matthew 25:36. I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you took care of me. I was in prison and you visited me. Lastly, I will talk about how she treated family. She counseled everyone to have faith in the Lord, and she refused to accept any charity. She would insist on paying for everything people would do for her. If you refused to accept payment, then it might not be immediate, but she would find a way to repay everyone, even if it meant secretly giving money to the children. She would feed anyone who came over to her house whenever they had stayed long enough to miss a meal. Patricia Freeman lived a life in which she counseled and comforted others. She treated strangers like family. Her favorite Bible verse was John 14:1-3, where Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. For in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also." On June 19th, Patricia Freeman was welcomed into the Lord's kingdom, and today we honor her memory as we lay her body to rest. Thank you.